everybody, and hope you are ready for a star-studded full adventure today with foundations and complexion. Yes, foundations. Hi, my name is Gabe. This is Gabe Loves Makeup. Hope everybody's having a great day today. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm so glad to have you. My name is Gabe. I'm a 49-year-old makeup artist. I'm in the industry 25 plus years. I decided a couple years ago that I wanted to just do a YouTube channel, and a couple years it seems like years. A couple months ago, I've already done another video, so I might as hurry. So anyway, I decided to do one, and here we are, and we're doing it. So today we are going over Sephora VIB recommendations for complexion. So what I did was I went through and I categorized everything from primers to full coverage to light coverage to medium coverage to powders, and then concealers, and then spray. So this gives you guys some options depending on your skin type, on what you might be interested in. If you're looking for new foundation, if you're looking for new primer, if you're looking for new powder or whatever. And I have prices and I have everything written down. So let's get started, because I've got quite a bit of a list. So I'm gonna get through it really quickly. So anyway, if you also should go over and check out my skincare one if you're interested in anything in skincare, or if there's anything in skincare that you possibly may need. You might want to go over there and check that out too. So that may interest you. And then if you're new to Sephora, also check out my 6 easy tips, the way to shop at Sephora, so it will make your shopping experience a little bit less stressful, or you won't be as intimidated by anything. So definitely check those out as well. So getting started, we're going to start with primers first, of course. I have to start with my favorite primer, because if you guys have been following me for a while, or subscribed to me for a while, you know that I love this primer. This is the Gucci Silk Priming Serum. I love this stuff. I don't know what's in it. I don't know what it does, but it's just fabulous. I love the smell of it. I love the way it feels. It just feels so good on the skin. It's so awesome. And it just makes your skin look so pretty. I don't know what it is about it. I just love it. Anyway, it's a 1 ounce, and this is a $57 bottle. I've used it quite a bit, and I ain't even made a dent in it, if you guys can see. But it's such a great, the packaging's beautiful. It's Gucci. It does have a smell to it. If you don't like smell, it may not be something for you, but it does blur everything out a little bit. It just makes the skin look, it's like a luminous matte hybrid primer. I don't know how to describe it, but it's really, really awesome. So it's really, really pretty. So this is a really top one. And then if you're a little bit more on the oilier side, or a little bit more on the normal combination side, I recommend the Tasha Liquid Canvas. It's in the liquid silk and not in the one in the balm. This one's oil-free, and it's very feather lightweight, and it does smooth into pores. It's smooth in everything, so it's great for oily skin or for a combination skin. This one is, you can get a small one for $22 if you want more of a mini one, or to try it. And then the larger size, this size is 1 ounce, and it's $55 for this one, or $52 for this one. And then we have the Huda Water Jelly Primer. This is a really good hydrating burst. It's almost like skincare. It's fragrance free. It doesn't have any fragrance to it. It feels very like you put water on your face. It just feels very, very hydrating. It's very refreshing. It's a really good one for normal to dry, normal combination, and even an oily skin would like it, because it's just very watery, but it goes into the skin, but it kind of plumps the skin up. So it's really, really nice. If you're oily and you're dehydrated, you might really like this one. This one is a 1.18 ounce, and it's $33 for this one, but it is a really, really good one, and it's very lightweight, and it's very nice. So last in the primers is, if you want a really, really super glowy illuminating primer, is the Rare Beauty Always an Optimist illuminating primer. This one retails for $26, and it's I think it's a 1.18 ounce. No, it's a 0.94 ounce, not 0.94 ounce. And she may have a larger one too, I think, but I can't remember. But this one goes a long way. It's very, very radiant. So it gives a very, very dewy, radiant look. So I think you would really, really like this one. If you're looking for something to give you that illumination, it's really, really awesome. This one's a really big favorite of mine, so I do really like it. And I'll mix this one in with other primers, because you know me, I do 3. I don't mess with one. I do like 2 or 3, on top of my 8 moisturizers I've already put on my face and serums or whatever, but I just love it. It is a really, really good primer, and I do love the radiance that it gives. Moving on, we're going to start off with lightweight coverages, or more on the tint side almost. So starting with it, we're going to start with the actual new one. It's the Fenty Eavesdrop Blurring Skin Tint. This is really good, guys, if you're a little bit more on the normal combination side, even oily, especially if you do a good primer with it. I don't know if it really blurs that much. It blurs a little bit, but it doesn't really super blur, but it is a really, really good lightweight tinted moisturizer. It's supposed to be transfer resistant and have a long wear to it. I didn't really see that, and I felt like it lasted about a good 6 to 8 hours. It is a skin tint, so don't, you know, I wouldn't like, when you do tints, I wouldn't really say long wear is really the thing. But I've got another one that it does wear pretty well. But this is a really good one for normal combination skin. And this one is $29.50, and this is in the shade 13 is the one that I have. So moving on to the next one is the Dior Face and Body. It's the actual foundation, Face and Body foundation. I have it in the shade 4C, but I usually mix it with something else. This is a very liquidy, it's a very natural to a matte finish. If you want something that will not come off, there's this one and maybe 2 or 3 other ones that are very, very waterproof. This will stay on really, really well. The reason why I put it in the light category, it's like it could give you like a light to a medium finish, but it gives a really good light coverage if you put it on with the sponge or put it on very lightly. You can also put this on the body too as well. It's just a really, really good foundation. This one retails for $40, but it'll last you a really long time. It's very, very super liquidy. It's really, really nice. I do usually kind of like to mix it though, a lot of times with another foundation or something that's a little bit dewier, but it is a really, really good foundation. It is a good mixing foundation for with other things too. So just keep this one in mind if you're looking for something light, but something a little bit more on the long wear side. And then last but not least in the light category is the Stay Naked Hydromaniac Foundation. This is a very dewy, radiant foundation. I don't know if oily skins would like it, but however, it does last really well. It gives a really good coverage for it to be a light. You can almost build it up to a medium, but it does leave a very radiant, beautiful look on the skin, but it will stay on the skin. It won't come off. It does have I think it's got like a 24-hour, yeah, it's got a 24-hour claim. I don't know if I would push the 24-hour, but it does stay on really well, even with a mask and everything on, because I've tried it. This is a really good foundation. I really do like it. It feels lightweight. It doesn't feel heavy. So this is another really good recommendation as well. And this one is $29, and I have it in the shade 51 medium. Okay, so now we're moving on into the medium coverage category. So my first one is the Yves Saint Laurent Touche Eclat Radiance Awakening Foundation. This is a little bit of an underrated foundation. It's really, really beautiful. It gives the skin this beautiful satin look to the skin. It almost is like a luminous. So if you're looking for a good medium line blurring type coverage, this would be a really good one for you. I'm sorry, I'm looking at messages. People keep sending me messages. I look over sometimes because I see it and I don't mean to look over that way. But anyway, but it is a really, really good foundation. It gives a good medium coverage build up. I wouldn't say give the full, it said the full, but I would just say medium. I wouldn't try to build it up to full, could be too cakey. It has an SPF 22 in it. This one is in BD 60 and it's $54 and it's an ounce. So it's really awesome. So the next one, I've got my notes down here. So if you guys are looking at what my next one. So if you are a little bit more of a mature skin, or if you want a really good like a BB balm almost, but you want something with like a medium coverage to maybe somewhat of a lightweight one, the Estee Lauder Futurist makeup is amazing. It's really, really awesome. It's got an SPF 45 in it. It kind of works like a BB cream, but it's a foundation. It's beautiful with the sponge or a brush. It's beautiful with either one. It lasts really, really well. It gives a very beautiful satiny, radiant look to the skin. It doesn't make the skin look heavy. It's nothing like Double Wear, so it's a little bit totally on the opposite side of Double Wear. But if you're looking for really good like if you're having a lot of problems, like if you're having some lines and wrinkles in your skin and you look, if you feel like some of the foundations kind of sit into the skin and you're not liking the way that it's setting on your face, this one may be a really good one because it just kind of makes everything just melt into the skin. It just looks really beautiful and it's got a really beautiful coverage. This one is $45 and it is a 1.2 ounce. Next is another really big favorite of mine is the Gucci. It's the Gucci Fluid de Beauté Fine Naturel foundation. Basically, it's the natural finish fluid foundation, basically. I have it in the shade 330 Warm. It is a 1 ounce, and it is a really beautiful foundation. It's a very natural foundation. It gives a lot of mixed results with this one, depending on your skin. But if you're really, really hydrated and you're dry, you can get by with it. But if you are not, and you have any pores or texture, it may settle in that. If you're normal to combination, you will really like it. Even borderline oily. Just don't expect it to give you like a really big medium coverage. I would say more of a light to medium. It's definitely more of a very natural foundation, but it is really beautiful, especially over top of the primer. This one retails for $68, so she's a little bit more on the pricey side. I would definitely probably try to get a sample of this if you can, but it is a really, really good foundation. I really like it. It makes my skin look beautiful every time I use it. I don't know why, but it just does, and I just like it. So it's a good recommendation. So next, another one is a little bit on the bougie side. And this one is really for all skin types. Even I've seen oily people wear it and they love it. This is the La Mer Soft Fluid Longwear Foundation. It is just absolutely stunning, guys. I do not know what's in it. I don't know what makes it look so pretty, but it's got like a soft matte finish to it, or supposed to, but it's more of a satin. So depending on your skin type, it just makes your skin look so beautiful. It just gives it this beautiful, radiant, but not greasy look. And it just like looks so good, and it stays on really well, like all day pretty much. It has a really good long wear on it. It's got an SPF 20 in it. You can build it from a medium. I don't know if you could get a full out of it, but it is really beautiful. The only bad thing about it is the color choices are a little bit more on the lighter side. They're really not too many dark shades, so that's the kind of sucky part. La Mer needs to work on their darker shade a little bit better, but it is a really, really beautiful foundation. If you want to splurge and, you know, and since you're getting a little bit more, if you're a Rouge and you're getting 20% or you're getting a discount off of it, it might be a chance to try it. If you've always wanted to try it, you know, these are not really usually sold in Sephora. You have to go online and get them, but you could definitely go to Nordstrom to get a sample of it, or Saks or Neiman's if you're near one, and they could possibly give you a sample of it so you could try. But it is a really, really good foundation, and I have it in the shade Tawny 41. It's the shade that I have it in. So next is a little bit less expensive one, and this is the Rare Beauty. It's the liquid weightless foundation, and this one is $29 and it's an ounce. It's really, really beautiful. You have to shake it. You have to make sure you shake it really good. I have it in the shade 360 Warm, but this is a little bit more my summer shade. I would probably be a little bit lighter right now, but this will be my summer shade whenever I get to it, but I bought it in the summer when it came out. But it is a really, really good foundation. It has the big doe foot on it. It has the big doe foot applicator on it. It gives a very good light to a medium. You want to make sure you use her primer underneath it. Don't try to use it with a lot of other types of primers. It doesn't work well with those. It doesn't play well with others. It's made to be more of a very natural foundation, so it's not very, I would say you could build it, but I would be careful with building it, because the more you build it, the more cakey it looks. It's more of one of those really, it's gonna be like another one that I'm gonna show you that you just need a little bit is all you need. You don't need a lot of it, but it is a really beautiful foundation, and it is $29 and it's an ounce, so it is a really awesome. And then I've got 2 stick foundations for you too. So if you want something that's more of a stick or something more travel friendly, I have the Huda Beauty Fox Filter stick foundation. And then I also have the Lancome Teint Idole 5-in-1 foundation as well. So this one actually is a 0.44 ounce, and this one is a 0.33 ounce. Yeah, 0.33 ounce. This one retails for $39, and this one retails for $43. I have the shade 335B in the Huda Beauty, and I have the shade 420 Warm in the Lancome. I did a review on both of these, so I have both of these up, so if you want to see a review with these or me using it, you know, especially this one on its own. I think this one I did in a tutorial. I don't think I ever did an actual review on it, but it is a really beautiful natural finishing foundation. If you want something that's like a one and done, it melts into your skin immediately. It stays on pretty decent. It's not, I wouldn't give it about maybe an 8-hour wear. I'm gonna say it will, I don't think it will really transfer as much as it will just disappear some as the day goes on, but it does it in a more natural way. So it is a really beautiful foundation if you want something lightweight and you want something quick and easy. The Lancome is, the Tonadol is a long wear. It's supposed to be a longer wear 24-hour too. It's supposed to be like a natural matte. To me, it's just more of a natural. It leaves a little bit more of a glow than the original one did. You would see in my review, the original one was a little bit more on the matte side. This is a little bit more natural on the more luminous side. So if you're a little bit more, this one would be a good one for combination. I don't know if Oily could wear it. They may be a little frustrated with it because it may be a little bit too radiant for them. This one is like a natural one, but it also has like a skin-like appearance. So normal combination, normal to dry. This normal to dry, maybe normal, dry maybe possibly. If you really hydrate and stuff, you could probably get a good look out of this, but they're great stick foundations. Now we're moving on to full coverage, and I have 3 of those. Huda Beauty Luminous Matte Foundation. You guys know that I love Huda Beauty. I love this foundation. If you haven't already seen my skincare, everything, I just love this line. I just love it. I just think it's a great line. I'm not being biased. I'm not being sponsored. I just love it. It's just a great line. I've always loved this foundation. I love it now even more now that it's fragrance free, and I love it even more now that it's got a little bit more luminosity to it. It's still matte, but it's got a little more luminosity to it. If you're oily, this would be a good option for you, but it is a full coverage. So please be careful with it when you use it. You only need a little bit goes a long way. This one is $40 for a 1.18 ounce, but it's got about 39 shades in it. It's really, really beautiful. It goes on really nicely. It makes your skin look perfect. So if you want a really good perfecting looking foundation, this is great. If you're also like maybe a normal combination, somewhat on the dry side, you could possibly get by with this one. This one is the All Hours Foundation by Yves Saint Laurent. It is also a 24-hour wear. It is gorgeous. It is just so stunning, but it's a full coverage, but it makes everything look blurred. It makes everything look really smooth. It is really, really well. It works really, really well. It stays on really, really well. It's oil free. It does have a matte finish to it. If you're dry and you want to use it, I would definitely make sure you really do it up with a really dewy primer and a dewy moisturizer and everything before you use it, or I would try a sample before you get it, because the Yves Saint Laurent also has a really pretty glow one as well, or you could do this one as well. This one would be a good option for you if you wanted more of a dewy one, but this was such a beautiful foundation. So if you're oily or normal combination, you would really love this. The only thing about Yves Saint Laurent, just remember that a lot of the perfume, it's got a lot of perfume in it. It's got more of a fragrance. So if you don't like fragrance, you may not like it, but it is a really, really good one. And just to give you guys another option, I don't have it with me, but it is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. I don't have that one anymore, but it's oil-free, 24-hour wear, fragrance-free, non-comedogenic, dermatologist tested, fragrance. I said that already. Everything in it, and it's $43. It will not come off. If you are oily, that is like the foundation for you, because it makes your pores, your skin, if you want full coverage, and you can get a medium to, you can build it, but it definitely goes straight to a full coverage. You can get there right away with it. You have to be careful with it on some skin tones, like dry skin tones that would look really cakey on. But if you want something that's long wear and something that's gonna stay on, I'm telling you, it will not come off. Like, you literally have to do a cleansing melt to get it off, or an oil, and then double cleanse, because it will not come off your skin. It stays on really, really well. So what it says is true. It stays on, it won't come off. But it is great, $43 and 1 ounce. My shade in that one would be Honey Bronze, and this one it's BD60. I forgot to tell you, and in this one it's 335B, if I didn't say that, but those are my colors. And then for dry skin and full coverage is the new KVD Good Apple Foundation. This little beauty here is $38. It's a lot of shades to choose from. Sephora is out of a lot of the colors though, so I'm just gonna warn you. But if you want a really pretty, balmy, nourishing, beautiful looking foundation, and you use just a little bit of it, because when I tell you, you only need a little dab, because if you go in and you start really doing this or whatever, it's gonna be cakey, messy, matte, it's gonna sit on your pore. You're gonna look terrible. You're not gonna like it at all. This, like barely, you don't need barely any, like just a little bit with a little bit of a sponge on the back of your hand, and then just lightly apply it, or with a brush, start out very, very lightly and just do it like that. If you go into the store, I would definitely check out the shade. They're a little wonky. I got mine at Ulta and they didn't have all the shades, so just be careful. In the store, they don't carry all the shades that they do online, but online they're completely wiped out. So I know that KVD restocked again on their site, but if you want this for the sale, hopefully they will restock before the sale starts. But it's a really, really good foundation, and I have it in the shade Tan 57 is what I have it in. So now we've got concealer and we got powder, and we're almost done. We're almost in the home stretch there, guys. We're almost there. The Rare Beauty liquid concealer. This is such a beautiful concealer, guys. It's very pretty. It gets a very light to almost full coverage. You can get a pretty good coverage out of this. Some people like a little bit more fuller coverage, but it's got a little bit of a radiance to it. It's really beautiful. It's buildable, especially if you use her concealer brush to go with it. It's really, really awesome. But this, I have it in a shade 310W. I probably could go a little bit lighter with the shade in this one right now. But this again is more my summer shade, but it is really pretty. But I also like to use it on my face. So sometimes I buy a little darker concealer because I'll just use it for the place on areas instead of doing a whole foundation. That's why I got it in this shade. But it's great. You have to shake it. But again, it's got the really pretty doe fit. It's really awesome. A little bit of it goes a long way. You don't need to stripe it if you don't want to. Just a little dab, and you can tap it, and it goes great. It is $19 for a 0.25 ounce. And then if you want more of a luminous, more of a lightweight concealer, you don't want a lot of heaviness, or you want something super, super light, just to give you a minimal light coverage, I recommend the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Concealer. It is $38 for a 0.4 ounce. It's really, really awesome. Again, it's got a cute little doe fit on it. A little bit of it goes a long way. You don't really need a lot of it because you don't want to build it too much, but it does leave a little more of a glow underneath the eye area. It's super, super pretty. You know, and they've got quite a few shades in it, so it is a really beautiful concealer if your eyes are a little bit more on the dry side. Now, this one is for more of my full coverage girls, oily skin girls, people that like a little bit more heavy combination, that like a more of a matte concealer. This is a really, really good one. This is the Huda Beauty, the Overachiever Concealer. I have it in two shades. This is Sugar Biscuit, and I also have it in Cotton Candy. I mix them together sometimes just to get that kind of a look to it. It is a really good concealer if you really, really over moisturize around your eye area, but I don't recommend it if you're really dry. This one, it's definitely a matte. It's not a friendly for dry eyes. It's definitely more made for somebody that's got a little more of a combination to an oily skin, or if they don't have any problems around their eyes and they don't have any cakiness, or they don't get crepey, or they get dry really easy. But it is a full coverage. It stays on really, really well. A little bit of it goes a long way. It has the really cool little has the little on the bottom of it, like you could actually put it on like that. I wouldn't suggest doing that because it's just too much coverage, but it depends on how much you want. But it is a really great product. It is $30 for a 0.34 ounce, and it's a really good concealer. So now we are on to powders. Is the Gucci powder, the matte and natural powder. It is so beautiful. It's stunning. If you are a little bit of it's got the little brush up underneath it. This one retails for $62, and you get a 0.35 ounce. If you really want a very nice, natural, matte, glowy looking powder, this would be it. Is so awesome. And then also bringing it into that is the Dior new Dior Backstage powder in the shade 3N. My good friend Tara Lynn sent this over because she hated it. She did not like it very much at all, so she sent it to me. I love it. It's really beautiful. This is for someone that does not like powder at all. It is it's definitely a no powder. Like, if you don't want to see powder, look at powder, or don't want to deal with powder, this is for you. If you want to see a little bit more powder and you want a little bit more smoothing, go for this one. This one's got a little more coverage. This one's definitely very, very light. It does smooth everything out. It is really, really beautiful. I do really recommend it if you're more on the dry side for this one, but if you are a little bit more combination dry, this one would be great too. And then I have one for very oily skin, and that is the Huda Beauty baking powder. Guys, this is the best baking powder. If you are oily and you want your makeup to stay and you want to stay matte, this is a beautiful matte setting powder. I mean, if you can get by it, because it does have a smell to it, but it is so beautiful. It smooths everything out. If you're a baker or anything, it is really, really awesome. It comes in a few shades. It is $34 for a 0.71 ounce. I have it in the shade Cupcake. This is such a good powder. It's just really awesome. It'll last you forever too. It's just such a good powder because it's a full coverage beat powder. It's like one of the top powders. So I definitely recommend this if you're oily. I would do more of a loose form instead of a press form, because press form, sometimes they put oils in it, even though they say it's oil free, to make it more compact. So I would do something that was more loose. If you're more oily, I would definitely go with this one. And then I have one powder foundation for you guys, and that's the Fenty Pro Powder Foundation. If you're normal, somewhat dry, you can get by with this somewhat, because it's a matte, but it leaves like a really kind of a luminosity to the skin. This one is in the shade 320. It's $36. It's really, really beautiful. It gets a really beautiful finish on the skin. You could also use it as a setting powder. If your normal combination, you would really like it. Oily skins would like it too. You would just have to put it on a little bit heavier probably. But it is really, really good. It's also a good powder too as well. If you're looking for a good pressed powder, or you want to use it as a powder makeup, it's really awesome. And then last but not least, we have setting sprays. The first one is a little bit more on the dewy side. It is the Rare Beauty Always an Optimist for a 4-in-1 mist, sorry. And it just, you shake it, it's just really beautiful. It's very light mist. It's got a very earthy smell to it. If you like a little bit of a smell. For $24, and it is a 2.87 ounce. It's really, really good if you want something a little bit on the luminous side. If you want something that's kind of a luminous matte longwear spray, go with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush. It is the best setting spray. It is so, so good. This one is $20 for 1.1 ounce, this size, the small one. And then the large one is a 3.3, and it is $35. But guys, this, oh my God, it is the best spray. Like even if you want a matte look, it kind of, it mattifies a little bit, but then it leaves like this unusual radiance to the skin. It just looks so good, and it does make your makeup wear really, really well and very long, so it does help out a lot. So I definitely recommend this. Is one of my favorite setting sprays. Throw out one more just real quick off the top of my head, because I always forget it because I don't have the bottle, but the Clinique Even Better foundation, if you are looking for it's a serum foundation. I did a review on it, and it is really, really good. If you're normal combination oily, I don't know if I recommend it for dry, because I felt a little tight at the end of the day, but let me tell you something, it stays on really, really good. It makes your pores look good, makes your texture look good. It has a salicylic in it, so if you have a little bit of, like, if you've got some blemishes or some texture issues or pores, it'll help smooth that out. It helps with brown spots. It's like a treatment foundation. I want to say that it was around $45 or $44, but it is a really, really good foundation. So that is also another one to look up in Clinique, and it's fragrance free. It's about maybe a 1 ounce or more in the bottle, but it's a really good foundation too. So I'll just throw that out there. But anyway, that's it, guys. So I hope you guys like it. Please comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. What are you guys thinking? What do you want to pick up? Do you need a foundation? Are you not needing a foundation? What is going on in your life that you feel? What are you looking for when the Sephora sale? And also let you know that I also have, again, I have the skincare one. I have the six easy steps as well. I will be coming out with a color one soon. So we'll be going over some colors, some shadows, blushes, bronzers, that kind of sort of thing on my recommendations as far as that goes. So anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I really, really do appreciate it. Be safe, be strong, be proud, stand tall, and most of all, please be nice to people. I mean, it doesn't hurt to be nice to someone. Open a door for them maybe once in a while. Just do something nice. Anything, these days, any kind of a smile or anything helps out. A little bit of kindness goes a long way. So anyway, take care. Have a good rest of the day, and we will see you guys again soon in the next episode. So take care. Bye.